See, if you would have left home early, you could have had good coffee.
Rick Borean is here sitting in for Lou-Anne Young. Hi, Rick.
Good morning. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Lou-Anne and Tim.
Thank you for having me.
Now it's Mornings with Rick and Tim.
That works.
Ricky, what do you prefer?
Rick.
You do, eh?
It's the older me now.
It's the older. I know. I was Timmy when I was little. When I was about 12 years old, I said, "Enough with the Timmy. I want to be Tim."
Yeah.
Was there a cutoff age for you when you said drop the Y?
It was Rick? Actually no. It was when I started working. I started working at the city as a student, it went from Ricky to Rick. It was my old supervisor.
You were a student employee?
I was a student employee from 2006.
We first met when Rosetta Sicoli.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've known Rick for when you used to work Timely Manor.
Back then, yeah.
Okay, so you, as a student, you worked summer job?
Summer student, yeah, for 2.5 years at Bondi Park and that. And
so your job was like garbage, chairs, maintenance, set up, take down,
boardwalk cleaning, all that stuff. We took care of all the weeding on the boardwalk and all that stuff as students.
Pretty cool summer job.
It was great. You know, I mean, 8 hours flew by. You found stuff to do all the time.
Right.
It was busy.
You got to be outside a lot of it.
That was the nice thing.
If it rained, you were under the tent.
No, you know what? We toughed it out and we went anyway.
We had to work.
Garbage bags and we went out. You know,
come rain or shine.
Yeah, you did it. You know, we work hard.
How many summers did you do, Rick?
I was there 2.5 summers as a student. Then I went up to. Wow, I can't even think of my old position. Summer recreation assistant, which assisted the position I'm in now.
Were you ever like marinas and all that stuff too?
Yeah, I kind of oversaw that when I was summer rec assistant. Helped out in that area and that. And then they moved me over to seniors for 5.5 years. I was at Stilton Seniors for 5.5 years. It was the greatest time. That was fun.
My buddy Terry LeGros, was she there too?
Yes, she was there, and we had many great laughs over the years.
I'm
and
sure.
A lot of great people, a lot of stories. Yeah. Seniors love to talk. I enjoy talking. It was a great thing to deal with people all the time, and I still get a chance to see them quite often, which is great. And some of them still make sure I sit and talk with them for 20 minutes or so. Is all part of it. It was great.
Love it.
And then December 2015, while we were doing Mary Poppins, I had my interview on that, and I took the position of supervisor.
And you're working with our buddy Virginia.
Yes.
She's still there. So the two of you kind of did this, didn't you, on the way up the ladder?
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Exactly. So I worked under her for a year as summer rec assistant too.
And it's nice to have somebody being your boss or supervisor that was in the position that knows what it was like to do that when they were a student.
And we have fun, you know, and that's what the
bottom line.
We're going to talk some more after. So.
We're going to talk about some developments with the city. And Rick and I, as he mentioned, Mary Poppins, we've done a number of community theater shows together, and you're currently assistant stage managing on the production of The Addams Family.
Yes. I don't know what I got myself into. I don't know. It's brave.
So we were obviously last night was the Academy Awards, and you and I got chatting about some of Ricky's takes. Oh, I'm sorry, I called you Ricky.
That's fine.
Some of Rick's takes on the Academy Awards. Let's start with the opening number, Janelle Monáe.
It was good.
He just was like
good. I don't know. It was.
Okay, here's what I thought.
My biggest thing is I still miss a host.
You miss a host.
I'm old school. It's something to do it.
So you'd like that Steve Martin and who was it?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock came out, but you wish they'd have been the host for the whole thing, or
not necessarily them, but I don't know. There
you like that through line?
Yeah, I don't know. It was missing like that. Yeah.
But I thought they did a pretty good job of filling in those. I mean, there were people who were really funny in those little guest spots.
Oh yeah, but like the opening act, Janelle Monáe, she did well, but I just was like,
okay, right off the bat, I was scared for her.
Yes,
because she came out wearing like a leather or a sequin jacket, or whatever, and then she had to take it off and hang it up, and then put on her Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood cardigan. But when she did that, the coat that she hung up fell on the floor off the coat rack. Yeah. And then she noticed as she put on her cardigan, she had a button undone, and I saw her doing up her button, and her hand was shaking. I thought, oh, she's nervous. Oh no, she's nervous, and she didn't practice. You think that putting on a jacket is no big deal, but we know
it is, and that's the thing.
One of the things I always say when we're doing a show, you got to rehearse costume changes on stage, because things can go wrong. Remember, there's a story about a lady she knew her lines inside and out. This one actress knew her lines inside and out, but I asked her to make a bed while she had to deliver those lines.
Yeah.
She couldn't do it. She could. It's like rubbing your belly and patting your head.
That's the
So
thing.
it's like
Some
when you
people
have to
aren't
do these
coordinated
costume
enough.
changes on air. So now I'm thinking, okay, now she's nervous, and then her voice was kind of breathy.
It was a little iffy at first when she was going through it. I was like, it's
and
not
she's
the
singing
normal.
to Tom Hanks. I'm like, I don't know about this. And then
that I felt bad for.
Then by the time, and then she put that stupid hat on him.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Anyway,
that.
then she got back on stage and she took over, and I thought she killed it.
And
from
when she
there
laid
in.
on the aisle, I know they were all laying on the aisle saying, I got it, I get it, but like...
You didn't get it? You didn't?
I didn't, I'm sorry.
You looked as confused as Billie Eilish.
I think I was more into my trivia game that I was playing than the opening.
You lost interest?
I did. I won't deny, I haven't seen many movies this year.
You have? So...
I haven't. I'm more in the reality. Kind of. Not that reality, but like, you know...
Okay, other performances. What did you think of Elton John?
I just, honest to goodness, I was like, what song is this? I had no idea.
They wrote that song
it was
just
for a movie, right?
Yeah, but I think they should have just brought Taron Egerton on because I didn't think that Elton sounded so great.
That or play some more original stuff. Everybody else was singing original.
It was the Academy Awards. It was original for that movie.
For the movie, I get it.
Okay, Randy Newman.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what he was saying. I had to literally focus on that, and I was like, "What was he singing?" I had no idea.
Randy Newman. Every time Randy Newman sings on the Academy Awards, I think you would do yourself a favor if you let somebody else sing your songs.
It was awkward though. Like even at the end, he stood there, and that was it.
He played the piano and then stood there,
and then he stood up like 100. I felt bad.
Randy Newman has been nominated 22 times. 22 Oscar nominations.
Bad. Like I couldn't
won twice.
Couldn't believe
I'm telling you, he would have won more if he'd had somebody else sing the song.
Probably.
Eminem.
I thought it was actually really good. I at first didn't get why, and like I said, I was kind of picked up after.
17 years ago, 8 Mile.
Yeah.
And they showed clips. They were saying how. Explain.
Well, apparently they were like just recapping some older stuff and then bringing back some clips and everything.
And saying how music
was part of and
evokes
building it.
Memories.
You
of
remember
films.
Titanic, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, and all that.
You remember Singing in the Rain. Whatever the song is, you link the two things
together. Exactly. And so that was the whole Eminem one with 8 Mile, and then all of a sudden he rises from the floor
with a full orchestra.
I was like, holy cow! But he was good.
He looks really handsome with his beard and everything. But what I don't understand is, was he lip syncing?
That's what I clued in on.
Was he singing along to himself?
His own track. His own track was playing in the background because it was his voice. It had to be, even though I know a few people said he wasn't.
Every time he stopped singing, I could still hear voices in behind him. But
you could, and I mean, it was. To me, it sounded like it was his voice, but
I think it was on purpose because he was dropping out on purpose and coming back.
Yeah.
But then he kept doing this.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't hear himself.
Well, and I didn't understand
that. concerned me.
But and then when they panned to the audience, those looks that he got, like Billie Eilish won. I had no idea who she was.
You didn't know who Billie Eilish was?
I had no idea who she was.
She's the youngest winning Grammy Award winner.
Clue.
She's won like 5 Grammy Awards. You had no idea.
I'm old-fashioned. I listen to old stuff. I listen to new stuff now too. Don't get me wrong.
There she is.
But yeah, I know. And the look, that was like, what was that?
So
was she born?
So she didn't know who Eminem was, and
I didn't know who Billie Eilish was.
Shows you generation.
But that look, and then the whole Indina Menzel look too. Like
she did the same
look. I was like, no, like she had the same look to Eminem. It was like, what?
Oh, Idina Menzel had that look?
Yeah, they both had the same look. I was like, what's going on?
I didn't quite know either. But by the end of it, I was happy. But in the middle, I was very confused.
It was interesting.
Idina Menzel sang.
She sang phenomenally. I was surprised, and not surprised, but it was a beautiful production of like multinationality.
Except by the end, all the gowns together looked kind of like the Miss America pageant.
Yeah, it sort of did.
And they put all
the others kind of fell to the back.
One lady was in a really big gown.
Yes.
And it was like, you...
And I didn't understand the whole vocal lady over top of everything, and there she was just at the end on the side. I got it.
Who was she?
No idea.
And they kept showing her reaction to people.
And she was up in the air on the side thing. It didn't.
All she did was ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
She sang oohs.
Really well, though, I must say.
She did
very well.
And she had like this weird kind of eye makeup on, and she kind of had her look a funky hairdo. And then they kept showing her for the rest of the film. I thought she's just the ooh girl. Like, why did they keep showing her?
It was really weird. I didn't understand her place. I didn't understand her.
So all we got is talk about the music. What about the award winners?
What about the award?
Well, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
He won for Best Supporting Actor.
Again, I didn't see many of the movies. I get it.
But he's Brad Pitt.
But he's Brad Pitt, I get it.
I liked his speech. I didn't like Joaquin Phoenix's speech for Best Actor for Joker.
You said it was kind of right?
Well, it was... The message was lovely.
Yes.
The message was no matter what your gender or your race or your color or your religion or your species even if you're an animal, we all need to share this planet and we're doing a lousy job. That was his message. But he took 5 minutes and a lot of whimpering to say it.
Yeah.
A lot but anyway, did you see Joker?
No.
Look, even Alex is throwing his hands up saying, what are we supposed to do with you? I felt bad for Leonardo DiCaprio though.
Yes. Yes.
I felt bad for Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a great actor. He didn't win.
Well, and I was even surprised like Tom Hanks didn't. Like I just love Mr. Rogers.
For best supporting, and all he did was Jimmy, my neighbor. I don't know. I don't think it was a huge push, huge challenge. Kobe Bryant. I did not know Kobe Bryant was
nominated for a movie. He won an Oscar. He won 2 years ago.
In the in memoriams, the first person up was Kobe Bryant. I thought, what does he have to do with the Oscars?
Well,
did a voiceover?
2 years ago, voiceover for an animated film.
Didn't know that. Anyway, it
was interesting though.
It was quite a night.
I went to bed after Elton John's performance.
3.5 hours long.
I had to be here this morning.
And then at the end, the people from you had to be here.
I had to be here.
The people from that Parasite, the South Korean film that won.
Yeah.
Well, the lady that they were done speaking. They were done. They wrapped up their speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they turned the lights off, but there was one little lady came to the front. She wanted to talk some more, so the whole audience gets into it. No, 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 and they're doing this, and what are you gonna do? They're Hollywood celebrities screaming no. They bring the lights, and there's Jane Fonda standing there waiting to say goodbye from the whole show, 83 years old.
She was close.
They bring the lights back up, and there's this little South Korean woman who says, "And I want to thank the director because I like the way he walks, I like the way he talks, and I like the way he looks, and I like the way he makes us laugh, and he's really great. Really, 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 really great. Yeah. I like everything about this movie. It was really good." Why? And the audience is sitting there going, what have we done? What have we done? We had a perfect end for the show. And then meanwhile, Jane Fonda, 83 years old, she's barely...
God bless her.
She wants to go sit down. She wants to take the clips out of her house that are holding her face back. She's like, my face is going to snap any second. Get this woman off the stage. Good night, we're done.
Well, and that's how it should have.
What a great show we have. Thanks for being here.
No problem. It's
fun. So first up, Change for Change, TD Bank. Oh, they're on a roll. With the coins, that was so good. And then after that, it's Gliss Restaurant. Christy Turner's here to tell us all about what's going on with
food. Great lunch food. It's fantastic.
They have great every food.
Yeah, really.
And plus, Alex Parr that you saw behind the camera, double duty. He's doing the news today.
Jack of all trades.
He certainly is. Master of none.
Absolutely.
No, he's master of
everything. Everything.
We'll be back with Change for Change right after this.
Year we've been celebrating our 65th anniversary, dating back to services originating in our community in 1954, which is quite some time ago. It's been a great opportunity this past year to recognize the pioneers, the stakeholders that worked tirelessly to create what we are today. I'm grateful for everything that the families 65 years ago and the people that assembled the organization have done in order for us to achieve the success that we're experiencing 65 years later.
Angelo, it's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother! Listen, you bring 10 gallons of flat eggshell or white paint.
This is ONNtv.
It's Change for Change time again. Okay, so joining me, I got Krista. Hi, Krista. Kinga. King of Good Ship.
close.
I've known King of Good Ship since we worked at Aurora's 1996. I've known you.
Yeah.
I knew your name was. You know why? Because Christy is coming up later. You're
That's
King
right.
of Good Ship. And Angie DeGaspero.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Angie. Both from TD Bank.
Yes.
What do? You're the customer. What?
Experience coordinator.
Customer experience coordinator. I like that title. Total title. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Should we switch?
You want to take over?
That's right.
Kinga has a bit of a cold. She sounds a little bit like a movie
I
star.
apologize. Not been to China. Just
We're all
putting
good.
it out
Okay,
there.
yes, thank you.
Mortgage manager for TD Bank.
Mortgage manager, you've been on the show many times.
Many
It's
times.
your first time.
Yes, it is.
It's fun.
It is.
Okay, so Change for Change. What do you know about it? How many years has it been going on? Do you know?
It's been going on since 2002.
Yeah.
It started out as Penny
18
Power.
years.
Yeah.
Remember Penny's, Kinga?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I still see one here and there.
You do still see once in a while?
we still get them.
Yeah, so it started out in 2002 as Penny Power, and it went as Penny Power for years until they decommissioned the penny. Now we'll take any currency.
How long has it been since the pennies are gone? Does anybody remember?
It's been about, I'm going to say 6 years,
Okay.
7 years-ish,
God, they
around
seem like,
that.
seem like so long ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So now we take any coins.
Anything, any currency, and the
Even
whole-
dollars?
Yes, absolutely. And there is no dollar. It's a loonie.
Oh, it's a loonie,
Yeah.
toonie. You take fives?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
So
are we
the way it was set up is it is a competition with the schools. So the each school that's participating, the classes are competing against each other. The winning class gets a pizza lunch.
Nice. That's so
which
much
is
fun.
great. But then the winning school of all the schools that are participating will win a gift certificate to the school for wherever they want.
Okay.
So we have about 16 schools right now.
That many?
Yeah. It's not our top
You
number,
want some
but
more? What's it been like in the past?
we've had up to about 23, 24 schools, which
So-
is like awesome.
So this is a shout out challenge.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you are a teacher or a student or a
Yep.
parent and you want to help out, this is for Easter Seals.
Yes, it is.
So Change for Change, Kinga, whatever. Just call me Kay. What are we trying to change? Change for Change. What are we trying to make a difference in their lives? How is the money being used for Easter Seals? Where does it go?
It
All stays local.
Yeah.
It all stays local?
Yeah.
Everything we raise stays in the Sioux.
Well, Easter Seals, it's like everybody in the Sioux has the opportunity to
Access the
apply in.
funds.
Yeah, because they kind of changed the platform with Easter Seals.
Okay.
That it is a pooled amount.
Okay.
So we do have a goal every year that we need to hit
Right.
as Easter Seals, but it all goes in and everybody has the opportunity to. The thing is we have our numbers are lower in the Sioux than they
Right.
were in the past for people looking for money. So that,
Really?
which is a good thing, but on the other side,
So who accesses? Okay, Easter Seals. These are children with
Disabilities,
or physical disabilities. They may be in need of equipment like a chair or a walker or
like the speaking
braces.
boards and stuff like that. They're cool.
Speaking boards,
Yeah,
all that kind of
they're-
stuff.
yeah, awesome.
I guess there must be a lot. Here's me.
And even travel, like helping them with the travel and stuff like that, because usually
For
their appointments are out of
appointments?
town. Yeah.
So all that money
it's
goes to
pretty
help the
neat.
families.
Yeah, it's really neat.
So I guess people would apply by contacting Easter Seals.
Absolutely.
you-
And doctors even know to
Refer.
into Easter Seals.
So you said part of the fun, Kinga, is getting together with the students who volunteer to participate in Change for Change, because TD volunteers as well.
Yes.
So is it Saturdays you guys get together?
It's Saturday, March the 6th.
Yeah.
The 7th, sorry.
Okay.
We all get together and we set up tables in the branch, and students can volunteer, high school students if they need volunteer hours, they can
hours?
come and we roll all the change.
Oh my gosh.
And we tally up all the schools.
That's
and-
exciting. Oh, so you can find out
That's
the
the
running
day that
totals.
we tally.
We tally up to see whose school won, what class won, and
And then on the telethon, are there announcements made on the telethon or presentations?
Yeah, every winning class actually gets to come and present their check for how much they raised, and it's really neat. The kids have their
get
moment.
excited 'cause they're on
they get
TV.
they get to be on TV, and it's fun. Yeah, that's the best part.
Right?
The telethon is the best part with them.
So now, TD's involvement, have you been with it since the very beginning?
It's been a TV
The whole 18
event.
years, it has been.
It started out with Richard Ciotti. That was his brainchild. Like our high was $14,000 in pennies at one point.
Can you imagine?
It was a wall of boxed pennies. We needed a special Brinks truck to deliver to take them home.
How many
was bad.
$1,000?
It was $14,000, and it was all pennies.
So, okay, that's an amazing involvement. I mean, that's huge.
We needed 200 volunteers at that time. We don't need that many
Oh my
now.
gosh, because there's more denomination. But it's better now there's higher denomination.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and there's tens and fives put in.
Yeah,
coins, not
exactly.
That's
coins,
nice.
So,
one loonie, 100 pennies.
Exactly. It's a little bit of a space saving and weight saving.
Yeah, definitely.
Drinks truck. So where do you do, which branch do you do all this counting in?
Cambria Mall.
In the Cambria Mall branch. And all the branches are involved?
Yes.
So if somebody wants to, like as I say, if somebody's watching, could they just come into a branch then, Angie, any TD branch, and say, we'd like to get involved in Change for Change, and they'll be told what they can do?
Yeah.
They can also donate there. We have stuff set up there that you can...
Empty your drawer. And then, so what happens if somebody makes a donation?
Car.
It doesn't go to a particular school, it just goes to the fund.
Yeah, unless they want it to go to a school, we can actually put it
So you could
towards
go
a
in and
school.
say, I want this to count towards my kids, whatever.
Class
Definitely.
or school. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
What about registrations? Are there other ways to register other than coming into TD, or do you have to go into a branch?
Carolyn at the Rotary office, because she has a split role. Carolyn O'Connor.
Carolyn O'Connor.
Yeah.
Carolyn Bunting O'Connor.
Yeah, Bunting, yes. And she does both Rotary and Easter Seals. So you would call her and she can get you all set up.
Call her, or they have a website too, and it's very easy to find. Just Google Rotary, Sault Ste. Marie Rotary, and you'll get their Google, and Carolyn's number is listed right there, and she's always there.
She's on it.
Yeah.
If she's not on it, we're not on it.
Or leave her a voicemail. She gets back to you, trust me. Or an email.
Yeah.
Send her an email saying you want to register.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay, so once again, this is already going. It's for the month of February, or what?
Yeah, it's already, the schools are already engaged. I know Carolyn probably has a few schools she hasn't heard from, so hopefully if you're hearing that this is on, you'll give Carolyn a call and register. So so it's going. They can jump in at any time.
Anytime.
They can run it for a week if they want, or a few days.
Because the idea is just to do something great for the community and for the kids who need the Easter seals.
Yeah, and like the kids are so cute. The ambassador this year, like I don't know the name. I'm just lost it, but
they're going to be on they're on the telethon, aren't they? They're always on the telethon.
And I think come and roll too.
Yeah, and I think we might be bringing them in when I come back about the telethon.
Okay, so you're going to come back and we're going to actually do a separate segment on the telethon.
Yes.
But right now it's Change for Change, and you can donate at any TD bank. You can designate a school or a classroom.
Yep.
You can get your kids involved. If you're a teacher, parent, student, and you want to do this, all you have to do is reach out, call Angie, get a hold of Carolyn at the Rotary office, or even talk to my friend here, Kinga, not Krista.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job. That would be great.
Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us, Tim. Appreciate
Always
it.
a pleasure. We'll be back with Ricky Borean. Sorry, I call it. See, and it's Rick.
Ricky. It's always Ricky.
You know him as Ricky, eh?
Yeah.
Suck it up, Ricky. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. See you in a second. Thanks.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
In your home, lighting is just as important as style.
With PowerView Motorization from Hunter Douglas, you can schedule your shades to light up the room. Create privacy, or both, automatically. No hands required.
So your shades will always be in the right place at the right time in style. And it's only from Hunter Douglas.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation. Because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Okay, I know.
I never realized how big the planes are till you see them up close.
Well,
you're watching the bumper of Bush plane. What?
Yeah, I know. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, how many times had been in there catering and that, and they're doing events there, but it's like, you see them.
They're planes.
Yeah, on Saturday when I was there.
You were there for the hockey.
I was there, with Beaver Tails for the hockey.
The new hockey museum that's going on,
which is really actually interesting.
Until March 27th, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So it was the opening thing there on the weekend, and it was really good and interesting facts. And you're walking by the planes, and some of like the original water bombers and all that stuff. It's
very exciting.
It's very exciting. There's a lot there.
I was going to say, I want to thank KC Security. You didn't know my jingles.
I had no idea.
I have two. Here's the first one. KC Security, take care of you and me, KC Security. The other one is KC Security, not just Sault Ste. Marie from Wawa to Sudbury, it's KC Security.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. I hope they're paying you for that. Like,
no, well,
you better get them.
They are. They're paying me to. Thank you, Alex. They're paying me to be on the. They're paying me. There's a sponsor of the show, so indirectly they're paying me.
They better. That's good.
But they're nice people too.
They are.
They really do. Well, you know them. They are all around the city, Casey. They're at the rink down there, the skating trail.
Yes, they were.
The skating trail. Rick,
is a fantastic. Yes.
Don't you? Tell me the news stories about what's going on. We have a brand new Northern Library branch at Northern Avenue.
Yes.
So now which means we now have more of a community hub going on.
Yes.
At the
Northern Community Center,
which is up on
Gooley Avenue,
beside Cora Collegiate and the McMeekin Center.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
We've actually had some exciting things going on there, or starting to go on, coming soon. We have a whole community hub, a community programming space. Not only is the senior center, they're operating Monday to Friday, 10 to 5.
Because I know about the seniors because I've had people on from the center talking about the seniors programming and also about the fact that you can walk the soccer fields and all that amazing stuff.
Absolutely. 4.5 laps is 1 kilometer there. Didn't know that.
Both turfs. And it's comfortable and climatized and no rain, no snow.
Yeah. So I mean, which is nice.
They fly planes in there too.
They do. I saw that the other day when I was there. It was really, really neat.
What else?
So anyway, when the senior center usually starts to quiet down around 4 p.m.
Okay.
We have family activity, youth programming that's going to be going on. So things like homework time. A space for students to go, sit, do their homework, maybe get homework help. People can come in. We do get that now, that there are some tutors that come in and use the communal space that's there.
To tutor.
So
you don't have to have them in your house.
That's right.
Their house, and they're coming out of school. You could just go right there.
Exactly. So it's that perfect time, and there's going to be part-time staff there at night. It's going to be open till 8:30.
Wow.
Available. So when there's things going on, there's sports games, different things like that, and events. There's going to be people there. We also have a little concession that's going to be operating, like popcorn, pop, coffee, things like that, grab bags for the kids and that. Minimal cost, so which is nice and great.
It's always affordable. The city's not city's basically out to pay their wages and break even.
Sometimes. It's
on those concessions.
It's true, though.
You can't make a lot of money.
No, and I mean we're just there to provide the service, which is what we want, and that's what we're there for. But there's also different kids activities that they can check out, different STEM games, puzzles, science
STEM games is something we never had. We never had that term. Is it science, technology? What's the E?
Education?
Or I don't know.
I don't know. I still played with the xylophone and the phone and dragged the phone around when I was a kid.
Education and math. Science, technology, E, and math.
They're big. It's very big now, and so those types of things. We also have movie screen that's going in to be able to show movies, play video games, things like that. We have air hockey table, ping pong, shuffleboard curling tables going in there. Foosball.
Rick. Yeah. When did all of this happen? Is this?
This has literally just happened. We were approved Obviously, when the library closed,
do that again. Tell me,
foosball, curling, shuffleboard, air hockey, 2 ping pong tables.
Ping pong tables.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things for people, for youth, and that's there. It's free. It's free to come in and use during those times.
After
you check out the equipment.
Wait.
Yeah, anytime after 4 or 4:30.
Time.
Yeah. So Monday to Friday, we're gonna have some time open on the weekend. Hopefully, we're gonna see how everything goes. But it's it's gonna be a great space. We're starting small, and then we're just gonna grow it. There's different, like I said, totally different activities, building blocks, things for young kids, things for older.
Every age.
And I mean, even adults, because the shuffleboard curling, it's a cool curling table. The Mayor's Youth Council actually sponsored and bought it, along with the AV equipment that we're putting in. And so they're involved in that too, for the youth aspect of everything, which is awesome.
So there's real youth engagement here.
Exactly. So it's,
and the Mayor's Youth Council are youth. See, that's the thing about the Mayor's Youth Council. These are actually students, youth involved.
From the schools.
From the schools, so they have a say in what goes in there. Isn't that brilliant?
It's awesome, and you know the whole space itself is going to be accessible. It's bright. We're painting. We have some great colors going in. There is a book swap that's available there too, so there are still some books there. So we encourage people to bring books, drop books, take books. It's a really great space.
Northern Community Center,
556 Gooley Avenue, right next to the McMeekin, but next to Cora.
How exciting! And is that currently going on because they've already done it? Like, is it? Family time is happening now,
or will be coming the end of the month. We're just finalizing everything, getting everything built and brought in.
Someone should come on the show when you're ready to announce the big.
We will. We'll probably talk to Virginia and get our other staff in, and we'll be back.
Yeah. And now it's time for the news with Alex Park. Get up behind the camera and go behind the news desk. The hardest working man in showbiz right now.
Crazy, he's really good with that camera.
I know he is. Look,
that's impressive.
He's right now. Isn't that exciting? We're going to fade and go to commercial.
That's fantastic.
I know, Rick.
Am I supposed to follow the camera? No.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Foreign Affairs Minister Champagne says a second plane has departed for Asia on its way to evacuate Canadians from the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in China. The government is also monitoring the plight of Canadian passengers quarantined on a cruise ship in Japan.
I wanted to make sure that All in America is doing everything on the Diamond Princess, which is in a port in Japan. We have 255 Canadians which are currently quarantined. We have 7 Canadians who have tested positive for the coronavirus, and I wanted to make sure that we were all linked up, making sure that we're there for the families, for the people who are there. And before I came to see you, I learned that the plane which is going to repatriate, the second Canadian plane, has just left Trenton on its way, obviously, to Asia. As we said, we would bring back Canadians. The plane would be leaving on the 10th of February, bringing back the last group of Canadians in Wuhan who wants to be repatriated on the 11th.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met with various African leaders on Sunday, including the Somalian president. Trudeau also took a moment to remember the victims, including 18 Canadians, of last spring's deadly plane crash in Ethiopia.
It is a real pleasure to sit down with President Mohammed of Somalia, an opportunity to talk about the challenges you're facing, but the work that Canada is doing to support in some complicated times. And I have to say your leadership and your the progress that you're making is truly important, not just for Somalia but for the region and Canada again and always. Douglas stands ready to be there to support in many ways.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for welcoming us, me and my delegation. It's a really great honor for me to have this bilateral relationship. And welcome to Africa. I believe this is your first time.
First time to Ethiopia, but not my first time to Africa.
Okay, welcome. Definitely we will have a great length of discussion how the two nations can work together in a very cooperative way.
I want to take a moment in memory of the 157 people, including 18 Canadians, who died in the tragic plane crash here last spring. I know that Ethiopians and Canadians will continue to stand shoulder to shoulder in good times and in bad. Because whether it's the vibrant Ethiopian Canadian community back home or the entrepreneurs who work together across an ocean, we can rely on each other. Our government will continue to lead on combating plastic pollution, just like we will continue to lead on addressing climate change. In fact, Canada will provide funding to the World Bank for climate resilience and new support for women, which attests to the strength of our commitment.
Nick Taylor had more trouble with the win than he did with Phil Mickelson. The Canadian managed both just fine Sunday and won the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am for his second career victory. With the gallery eager to see Mickelson add a record 6th victory at Pebble Beach, Taylor from Abbotsford, BC, showed plenty of moxie in building a 5-shot lead at the turn and then holding on when 65-km/h gusts blast through Monterey Peninsula. He closed with a 2-under 70 for a 4-shot victory over Kevin Streelman. Mickelson, who closed within 2 shots with 4 holes to play, shot 74 and finished alone in 3rd. He has been runner-up twice and finished 3rd in his last 4 starts at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Taylor won his 4th start as a PGA Tour rookie back at 2014 Sanderson Farms Championship, at the time an opposite field event that didn't feature any of the top players. He won 146 starts on the PGA Tour until his next big victory, and it was a big one.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Want like the chicken feta wrap at
Gliss?
Gliss. Is it chicken feta?
Look, he's talking to Christy.
The goat cheese chicken wrap.
He doesn't even need me here. He's just engaged
just
with
carry
our
on anyway.
He's just talking to our next guest already on the other set. What is it? A chicken goat cheese wrap?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Just let's wait your turn. Christy's coming up next.
I know, but I'm
You're excited about the food
I might have to go for lunch
at Gliss. There's a lot going on I didn't know about, but that's the next interview. This is Umbrella Day.
I know.
What a stupid time to be Umbrella Day. It's snowing.
Well, it might rain on Wednesday. It's supposed to be warm.
Well,
it's supposed to be like 0.
It's already getting slushy, and my mother used to call the roads greasy when they got like this. Yeah, be careful.
It's not fun at all. Yeah,
it's also clean out your computer day.
Everybody needs to do that once in a while.
That probably have dinosaur poop on them.
I looked at mine and I was like, why? I have like a home file, and it's just stuff gets dumped in there, and I gotta
It's national,
just purge old files.
National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. You can eat. What about the cream cheese brownies? Have you liked those?
I've had them. I prefer a brownie with like the crusty top on it.
Okay. My mother used to make cream cheese brownies. They were okay.
Yeah. I could do without.
I could eat a cream cheese brownie.
With the spilled milk day tomorrow. National Spilled Milk Day tomorrow.
Yeah, you can lick the milk up off the table while you eat your cream cheese, your stale cream cheese brownie, and still be cleaning out your
computer.
Soak it up.
It's good.
On this date in 2014, at 86 years old, Shirley Temple died. On the good ship, Lollipoop. The good ship Lollipop sunk on this date.
So sad.
Well, we're talking about in the memoriams, right? We're in the memoriams, and Kobe Bryant did a lot of sad stuff, and then I said, and Kirk Douglas, and he says,
what did I say?
He said, so sad.
It was.
He's 104 years old, nothing sad about it.
But I mean, like, he was a good actor.
He was a great actor, but he was 104.
Well, you know,
don't be sad for him.
You gotta be a little bit.
Tom and Jerry debuted. Remember Tom and Jerry?
Oh my God, Tom and Jerry.
Can you guess what year Tom and Jerry came out from MGM Hanna-Barbera?
In the 60s?
1940.
Oh.
I know. Wow. Tom was an old cat. And in 1993, Michael Jackson was on Oprah Winfrey. 90 million people tuned in to watch MJ.
The Oscars, like last year, only brought in like 29, give or take. Like,
can you imagine?
He ruled. What can you say? He was the king. Sort of.
Okay, I have a question for you. If you found $30,000 in cash and checks on the sidewalk, would you keep it? Would you take some out? Would you return the whole thing, Ricky Borean?
My guilty conscience, I would have to turn it in and report it. I can't. I mean, it'd be nice to have.
Your mother raised a good kid.
You know, the money would be great.
She was 17 years old. This is a true story. Her name was Kylie McDonald. She was walking down the street in Milton, Ontario. 17 years old. She came across a package on the ground. It had $30,000 worth of cash or checks. She took it immediately to the Halton Regional Police.
Yeah.
It was full of deposit envelopes. Christy, can you imagine? An employee on the way to the deposit for the bank dropped it on the sidewalk and didn't know. $30,000?
But like, how do you, in a sense, how do you miss that? Like,
well, I'd like to know how, did the owners know by yet? Like, or did this person just like freaking out going, I don't know, 30,000? That's like the story for It's a Wonderful Life when the guy puts the money in the thing by accident in the newspaper and the nasty old man gets it. Thank God a nasty old man didn't get that.
Movie, believe it or not.
Would you so I would turn in the $30,000.
I would, but she got a little reward too, and she's putting it towards her new laptop for school, which was really good.
So she doesn't have to clean out her laptop because it's brand new.
Brand spanking new. Mind you, $500. I guess you could still do
$30,000. The thing is,
what
also
to do with $30,000?
Think about this though. She's 17 years old. She goes home and suddenly she's like got diamonds and a new car. People are gonna go, how?
See, I'd invest it.
Oh.
I invested. That's maybe it's
when
the
you
Italian
were 17,
in me,
would you? Always
put it
planning
in the bank.
for the future.
You put it in the bank.
Have something for the future. Honestly. Okay, I'm looking forward to the next interview.
Yes.
Do you want to stay here so you can hear
I might have to watch and
Well, why don't you stay here? I'll go over there and I'll see Christy. We're going to hear all about what's going on at Gliss. Amazing. They've changed locations. They're on March Street now. Yes. Did I say March? Spring. Darn it, I got it wrong. The old Chaceras. I used to work there. They've taken over Chaceras.
Yes, and they've done a great job inside. It's beautiful inside.
New windows. Okay, anyway, let's let her tell. We're going to wrap it up. See you in a minute.
It's really good though for lunch.
Shush!
I'm just promoting.
Shush! We'll be right back.
Angelo, it's me, Vito. Imbecile, your brother. of flat eggshell white paint.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
We've been waiting for this one. Hi, Christy Turner. How are you?
Wonderful.
I know you are, because you run Gliss. You and Derek.
Yes.
How many years altogether since you opened the original Gliss?
11 years altogether.
Can you believe, eh?
I know. It's gone by
Derek's
fast.
been in the industry forever, hasn't he?
He's been cooking over 30 years.
Yeah. What's your background with restaurant as a restaurateur?
Well, I took hotel restaurant management, and I've been serving in the industry, but the whole buying of the restaurant is all new to me.
That's what?
It's all new. It was all new to me when we first took it over.
Right. Okay, so now, relocation. You're now on Spring Street.
Right.
The former Chazeres, as I mentioned, where I used to work.
Right.
Now that restaurant was very, very kind of little roomy, divided up. It seems like with the new windows, the larger dining room seems a lot bigger now.
It's also with the curtains. We changed the kind of layout as we sat people. So and then when you first walk in, we have the live music on Friday and Saturdays.
Live. Okay, so this is one of the things I did not know about. You do prime rib Friday and Saturdays with live music.
Correct.
That's fantastic, and it's right downtown.
It's right downtown. Live music, prime rib.
What time does the music go to? Like 11?
6 to 10.
6 to 10.
And then if we're full,
if the
we
place is rocking,
keep on going.
Keep on going.
Keep on going.
So now 6 to 10. Your dinner hours then basically. When do you start serving dinner?
You can basically get dinner during the day as well if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But basically 5 o'clock it starts dinner time.
And you aim for a 10 o'clock close?
I try for even harder if I can.
Yeah.
But 10
you go
o'clock.
Longer if you have to,
10 o'clock is fair.
Okay, cool. And then your lunch business is doing great.
Yes.
In the heart of downtown, but you also have a really, really neat feature.
We do Monday to Friday free downtown delivery.
For lunch?
Yeah. So you mean we'll go anywhere from the bridge to Pym Street.
That's a huge expanse. That's a lot of businesses in there.
Yeah.
So free delivery from what hour to what hour?
11 in the morning till 3.
Do you have a menu online?
I do.
Yeah, so
I do.
If I'm sitting at my desk, I can just...
You can go right to our Facebook page and right on our Gliss website, www.glissrestaurant.ca.
Glissrestaurant.ca.
That's right.
And the Facebook page is just...
You can just click on it and it brings up my...
Is it called Gliss Restaurant?
Yes.
Your Facebook page as well?
It's called Gliss Restaurant.
It's all Gliss Restaurant. Menu is right there.
Menu is right there.
I'm at my desk. I want the chicken and feta cheese wrap.
You want the goat cheese and chicken wrap?
That's what I want. He screwed me up because he said feta.
Oh.
If I want the chicken and goat cheese wrap, I go there.
Well, you call me and then you call the restaurant.
Yes.
And then you just ask what you want.
I order it.
And then either myself or my husband Derek will come with a little portable debit.
No kidding.
Yep.
You come and I can do debit?
Yep.
And you deliver it to me?
And I deliver right to you.
Okay. What are some of your hot menu items? Oh, the whitefish. Tell me about the whitefish.
Right now, every day, all you can eat whitefish.
It's every day, not just one day a week?
We used to do it on the weekends. Now we do it every day.
All you can eat whitefish.
Pan fried or broiled.
Your choice.
Your choice. It comes with fries, coleslaw, and a house salad.
Wait.
$20.
Coleslaw and salad?
Coleslaw and salad.
And fries.
And fries.
And whitefish, and it's $20 all in for the all you can eat.
All you can eat. That's right.
And this is Lake Superior whitefish.
Anderson's Fisheries.
Wawa, Ontario.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, and roast beef on the weekends. What other signature dishes would you say?
We're always known. All steaks are cut to order in house. Everything's fresh.
So you butcher your steaks. Wow.
Everything's fresh. Everything's made to order. Even our desserts, our dressings are made in house.
In house.
Dressings are made in house, and our desserts come from the Tasty Chart, Krista Comfort.
I know Krista Comfort.
Krista Comfort.
She's making. Oh, you guys, if you want her pastries,
fantastic.
I'm not even kidding you. Yeah. She used to do butter tarts. Oh my gosh. Hi,
we
Krista.
do. We have mini butter tarts as well that she makes. Yep.
She's fantastic.
She's wonderful.
Okay, so you guys have parking in the 2-hour lot right beside you, right?
So yeah, you can park there. Basically, it's free parking because when you come for lunch, you got 2 hours anyway, and then we have parking in the rear as well.
You do? Oh, I forgot about the lot in the rear. Of course, you can handle like 10 cars back there.
You can do about 20 cars back there.
20.
It depending though.
Yeah.
But usually the side parking lot, it's basically free parking.
Now, what about the little rooms? This is a great venue if you're having a smaller group and you want a little bit of intimacy or some privacy.
That's right.
Is that true?
Yeah, we can do the rooms both. Like one room will do 12 comfortably, and you can do it in a square, you can do it in a U shape. The other one will do 14, and it'll do a square and a U shape.
Right.
We make it, one of the doors, it can slide door like a barn door.
Right.
And if you want the whole side, it fits comfortably 20 people on the one small side.
Oh, because you can leave the side doors open.
That's
so
right.
Basically, if you haven't been, what's wrong with you, for one thing? And secondly, this is a former, was it 2 homes joined together? Or was it
It's 2 homes joined together, and then the other one, I have a local business in there.
Okay.
Elegant Occasions, and then I have rental properties up top.
Up top.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and there's basically the 2 dining rooms that are more private to your left.
Right.
Entertainment in the middle there area.
And then the main dining room.
And the main dining room to your right, which also goes back, and you can get some privacy back there too.
100%. Like, you can have little portable rooms and have your own private space.
We used to have, when I worked there, we had to make our own drinks, although Frank used to make them. Oh, he was so great at lunch.
We still make our own drinks.
You do, and you have your own little bar there.
But we now have draft. Before
they never had.
And we have fountain pop. So you had the can, we have the fountain.
We always had to open cans of pop.
No, it's draft. We have draft. We have 5.
You have 5 on tap?
Bud Light, Stella, Superior, 55, and Red Maple.
Okay, don't tell me that you got to go down to the basement with those kegs, do you?
No, the kegs are up top.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay,
No.
because that basement is scary.
It is scary. No,
Yeah.
we have it upstairs. We have a small kegerator that we do the Bud and Stella.
Kegerator.
Yeah, and then under the counter, we managed to put up 3 by Superior.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Are you closed any day of the week?
No, we are open every day of the week, and Saturdays we just open for supper.
Okay, no lunches on Saturdays.
But now listen, this is the
What?
kicker for
Where's the
Saturdays.
Yeah.
So let's say you want to do a baby shower, wedding shower, private little party. I offer my business open.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to rent it and have it for the day, have your own party, it's private, no
Yeah.
access.
So you'll do that?
Yes, I will open the doors.
And, okay, your staff. We've got to talk about your staff. You have had the same guys with you.
The longest I've had my employees right now is 7 years.
Can you imagine? People may not realize this. To find in the restaurant industry staff that will stick with you and be dedicated and loyal and enjoy their job to the point where they stay, that speaks volumes for you.
Well,
and Derek,
my longest one is 10 years, and that's the cook Derek has in the back. Other than that, my staff is wonderful. They're wonderful.
Even the three Christies?
Well, there's
Christas? What are they?
there's Krista Furkey that works. She's a nurse.
Oh, okay.
You know Krista. There's me.
I do know
which is
Krista Furkey.
And there was Krista Comfort that worked.
Yeah.
And then we have Tanya, and we have Alex, and then we have Randy Muto's my only guy.
Okay.
And Jen's my beautiful bartender.
Right on. And 4 in the back cooking?
4 in the back cooking. And then we have our dishwasher as well.
Oh, okay. So I want to talk again about a signature dish. Tell me another thing about that people really go for at Gliss when they come in. Is it
seafood?
Yes.
Everybody likes seafood. Our salmons, like you mean fresh.
You do fresh salmon.
Yes, the favorite one is the maple blueberry salmon. Atlantic salmon with a maple blueberry glaze.
Ricky's drooling on the table. Wipe that up.
You know, a stuffed salmon, roast red pepper, spinach, goat cheese, topped with a sun-dried tomato.
Oh, I would do that. I would do that.
It's fantastic.
What are your choices of starches? Keith, okay, I'm going to tell you what first of all, and then you can answer and be honest.
Okay.
Keith is not a huge fan of potatoes. He likes pasta. He likes rice.
Risotto cakes.
Done.
Fantastic. Been on the menu for as long as we've been in business.
Risotto cakes.
Yep.
Do you use any like little truffle oil stuff or anything like that ever?
No.
Okay.
No. But we have risotto cakes. We do have pasta if you wanted as pasta.
Do you have pasta too?
You mean we do have pasta on the menu as well, but we could do a pasta side.
Okay, Keith, bring your own truffle oil. He puts truffle oil on everything. Makes the house smell like garlic and mushrooms.
Well, if you call, I imagine we can bring it in. Not a problem.
What about more snacky food, appetizers, kind of lighter fare? Do you do things like wings or anything like that? Or
We don't do that, but we have.
You're not really pub fare, are you?
Not pub fare.
No.
But we did have one of our appetizers that won Savor of the Night, our Angus beef tartlets.
You won? I was there for that one.
Okay, so Derek Turner and Greg Summers had the Angus beef tartlets.
I was there for that one. And you guys won it.
He won it, yeah. Beat all the restaurants downtown.
Okay, so let's say, what about this? You've got entertainment going on Friday, Saturday. Would you be able to accommodate me if I wanted to come in maybe around 9 o'clock just for a couple light appetizers?
100%.
Yeah, have a draft and listen to some music and maybe
100%.
have an appetizer?
And I do have some people that just come just for Tim.
They come just
to listen to Tim.
You don't have Tim, the guitar player.
Tim Morrison.
Is that who you have?
Yes.
You guys, no, I'm not even kidding you. He's brilliant.
Yeah, Tim plays with us. He's with us for 5 years now. He's been fantastic, wonderful, and he plays everything.
It's the most beautiful music to dine to and to just sit and chat and just to listen to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Christy, congratulations on the new place. Address on
133 Spring Street.
133 Spring Street, otherwise known as the former Chiceras. Tons of parking. Take advantage of all you can eat whitefish for $20, prime rib and music on the weekends, plus free delivery for lunch in the downtown area. Christy Turner, Derek Turner, Gliss. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll be back to say goodbye with Rick right after this.
It's hunting season, so this is probably pretty stupid, right? Actually, hunting accidents kill somewhere around 2 people a year in Ontario. Smoking kills 16,000 a year. So, what's really stupid?
You can come back anytime. As far as I'm concerned,
love to.
What a delight to have you on the show, Rick.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks for doing this for us.
It's a pleasure being here. I'm glad you asked me. It was fun.
He said, oh, I'm almost as pretty as Luann. I think Luann would agree. We miss you, Luann. We hope you're enjoying Cuba.
Jealous a little bit.
Thanks again to KC Security for sponsoring the show, as always. And later this week, my guest hosts include Sue Ryamaki, Michelle Cicchini from the Station Mall, and Abby Obenchain from Clean North. Thanks again to Rick Borean.
Very welcome.
We'll see you tomorrow.